Parashah prayer, our Torah portion this week. Our Parashah topic is desire for autonomy versus vision of covenants. Parashah prayer begins with "See, I set before you today blessing and curse." Moshe presents Israel with a choice to follow God's commandments and to live within covenants, or to turn away and face the consequences. At its core, this Torah portion wrestles with a universal human struggles. The longing for autonomy versus the call to live in covenantal responsibility. This call to see, that is rare, is striking. It is not only about ancient Israel entering the land, but about every generation that must face the tension between two deep forces: the human desire for autonomy and the divine vision of covenants. Human beings naturally crave freedom and independence. As you can see, Israel, after generation of slavery in Egypt, surely long for self-rule, to shape their own destiny and to choose their own way of life. Moshe even acknowledged this inner pull by presenting the choice in stark terms. You may go after a blessing or curse. The Torah validates that autonomy is part of human existence. Yet, unchecked autonomy can lead to idolatry, to each person doing what is right in his or her own eyes, without boundaries. Autonomy risks fragmenting the community, eroding justice, and creating spiritual chaos. Just in our era, autonomy has become the supreme value. Modern culture prizes independence, the right to define oneself, to choose without constraints, to resist authority, technology, and global connectivity, only amplifying the message. You can craft your own truths by constructs. Covenant offers a vision larger than the self. It does not negate human freedom, but rather channels it. The mitzvot are not arbitrary rules. They are the framework that binds Israel into a shared destiny and aligns human with divine purpose. Moshe emphasized centralization of worship one place, choosing by God, one system of service, because covenant visions require unity, not scattering. The covenant transforms individual desire into collective holiness. As we can see, covenants speak differently. It does not erase freedom, but grounds it in purpose. It says, you are not merely self-created, you are God's partner. Your choice matters because they are woven into a larger story of justice, holiness, and community. The challenge is that autonomy feels immediately attractive, while covenants without freedom become a forced obligation. Wisdom is to hold both, channeling desire for autonomy into the higher vision of a covenant with God. As we approach this month of Elul, the season of introspection, Parashat Re'eh calls us to sharpen our visions. What blessing do we want to see in our lives? What habits blinds us to God's presence? How can our individual clarify, bring light to the shape ethical, to the community. It also outlines mitzvot that shape ethical and spiritual discipline. Centralizing worship, giving tzedakah, that is generously, keeping kosher, and honoring sacred time. These practices grant us, ensuring that our choice flows from covenant, not employs. As we enter the season of introspection, preparing for the high holidays, we are asked to see clearly, to reorient our autonomy towards covenant so that blessing may flow into the new year.